Welcome to our new video tutorial. Today, we are going to embark on an exciting journey into game development by creating a 3D golf game using Java. Are you ready to put your skills to the test? Before we dive in, let's go over the tools and libraries we'll be using. We will leverage Java along with the lightweight Java game library, LWJGL, for graphics, input handling, and audio. You'll need to install this library, which you can find on their official website. Now, let's set up our project structure. Create a new Java project in your favorite IDE and structure your directories like this: src/lib/res/. The src folder will hold our Java source files, lib will contain external libraries like LWJGL, and res will be for any resources, such as textures and models. Now that our project is set up, let's start by creating a basic game window using LWJGL. Open your IDE and create a new Java class called Golf Game. In the init method, we will create our window. Here's how you can do that. Great! We have initialized our window. Next, we need to set up a simple rendering loop. In the loop method, let's add a simple color to our background. At this point, you should see a blue window when you run your application. Now we'll start implementing the golf course. To do this, let's create a new class called Golf Course. Next, we will create basic terrain for our golf course. For simplicity, let's create a flat surface. We can represent the terrain using a simple quad. Here's how you can do that. With the terrain set up, we'll now create our golf ball. Create a new class called Golf Ball. Now, let's add the golf ball to our game. In the Golf Game class, we need to create instances of our golf course and golf ball and call their render methods in our rendering loop. We're making progress, but now we need to implement controls to hit the ball. We will use keyboard inputs to control the golf club swing. For this, we can check for key presses using GLFW. Next, let's implement the ball movement. We will add velocity and direction to the ball when the space key is pressed. Modify the golf ball class to include these features. In the loop method, after checking for the spacebar press, we can call the hit method on our ball. After hitting it, we must update our ball's position in each iteration of the loop. At this stage, you should be able to control the ball slightly. Next, let's implement a simple scoring system. We could track how many strokes it takes to get the ball into the hole. We can increment strokes each time the ball is hit. You can create a simple hole using another quad and check if the ball has entered it. To provide feedback to the player, let's display the stroke count on the screen. This will involve rendering text. We can create a simple helper method to draw text. Next, we want to improve our ball rendering by using a sphere instead of a cube. For this, you can implement a sphere using parametric equations or use a simple library for geometry. Now, let's add background music to our game. We can use the Java Sound API or other libraries to implement sound. Let's include a background track and sound effects for striking the ball. As we move towards polishing our game, let's add a main menu and end screen. Design a simple menu interface where players can start the game, view scores, and exit. Think about implementing a scorecard system. This will allow players to view their history of scores over multiple rounds. Finally, let's package and distribute our game. We can create a runnable jar file that includes all necessary resources and libraries. Thank you for joining me in this detailed tutorial on creating a 3D golf game in Java. I hope you enjoyed the development process and learned something new. Don't forget to practice your golfing skills on your new creation.